just to make sure that they are +1s, because...
Yep. They both show up as the exact same thing.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, I think that's all our magical items identified now.
Okay.
So, does anybody have... Can anybody actually use Warhammers?
Well,
I don't think anyone's got their proficiency.
I mean,
Yeah.
the +1 will eliminate half of the non-proficient penalty, and it might be, I mean, this is the kind of thing that if you're up against a giant or a Giff, it might be worth just pulling that out and giving them a good whack.
True.
So even with the penalty to hit.
Yeah, I paid that.
All right, so Higgimus, I think, was also going to get training in sword specialization, two-handed sword specialization. Was that correct? Are you still going to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yep.
Okay. I also need to go see an armor, see if they would be able to make anything out of this shell.
Okay. Let me see who might be appropriate for that. Because there's a few.
Or if they would be willing to buy it off of me.
Well, I mean, like, you don't really know what the effect will be if you make it into something.
Okay.
But it's probably worth doing that anyway. Alright, so I am thinking that Yarnak's Dwarven Arms might be the good choice. Let me double check to see if it says that he... Yeah, he does...
looking for one that can do special materials type of stuff.
Oh, you know what? There was someone who specifically did special materials. Trying to remember who that one was.
Can make it up.
Yeah, no, but it's more fun to do the specific one. Maybe it's that one. Let's see.
The nerds will enjoy it.
Exactly.
Nerds.
I should have wrote that down. I mean, I specifically remember seeing someone saying that they worked in special materials, and I am completely blanking on who that one was.
Yeah, considering we picked up that shell.
Yeah.
We?
Well, Higgimus did.
We picked up the fragments and helped you a little.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all against the hurting the helpless animals.
Okay, it was a
we're
swordsmith who works in
totally-
unusual materials, so we'll just go with
Ugh.
Oh, so that guy wasn't an armorer? Or
No.
a weaponsmith?
no. Yarnak's Dwarven Arms, I think, is probably going to be the better choice. Or is he only weapons as well? Nope, he does armor. Okay, so yeah, Yarnak's Dwarven Arms. Let me see exactly where he is located so you can actually know where he is. I really need to scan this map. Put it in. It's much more useful than the the one that we're using. I could get a higher resolution. 72. Ah, he is right on the edge. He is up. Right there. So this purple building right here.
Hang on. Ah, there, right.
So, you ask around a bit about, who people would recommend visiting for custom armor of using unusual materials, and basically, I mean, you get a couple names, but the most prevalent name is Yarnak. He's an older dwarf, but still in his prime. heavily muscled, very impressive for a dwarf. And you go ahead and pay him a visit with your shells in tow. You get quite a few stares on the streets as you make your way to his smithy.
Yeah.
But seeing you enter with these shells, he raises an eyebrow and says, "What can I do for you?"
Oh, hello there, dwarf. My name is Higgimus, and while I was with my group, we came across a shell of this giant snail here, and I was kind of tapping on it, and it seems rather sturdy and hard. I was wondering if it might be something you might be able to make some sort of armor with.
Put that down here, and I'll take a look. He motions to one of the low tables. Did you bring just one piece of the shell, or did you bring multiple pieces?
I brought multiple pieces.
Okay.
Most likely the biggest part, too.
Would you have brought, like, maybe one of the small ones so that he could maybe do some experiments on it?
You know what? I'm probably carrying on the whole damn thing.
Fair enough. All right, he picks up one of the smaller pieces, taps it a little bit with his hammer, uses some tools on it to see how strong it is. This appears to be quality material. You said a shell of a snail?
Yes.
Strange.
It's colorful, too.
Indeed. He looks over the pieces that you brought him and kind of measures them with his eyes. I think I could make two shields out of this material. I could make a medium shield and a small shield with these pieces that you got here.
Oh, yeah?
I think it would take about probably about a month's worth of work to really get it right.
You think it'll be good material, better than steel, or?
Yeah, I think so. This is pretty solid stuff. You interested?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. He takes out a slate and some chalk and starts jotting some numbers down. And I could do the two for. This is going to be a lot of work. Fine quality material, which requires a lot of effort. I'd do it for about 500.
Paid when the work is done, or
Half up front.
half up front? I can do half up front.
All right. All right, so it'll take a month. Keep that in mind, and you can come back and get your two shields.
Excellent.
He doesn't need any of the smaller pieces, so he just takes the two largest. So
All
you
right.
have let's see. No, that's too low. Hold on. All right, so you have 6 small pieces, vary in size from like hand span, human hand span to 2 hand spans,
Cool.
kind of thing. So you could try to sell those or something like that.
All right. So yeah, I'll probably head to the mage tower to see if there's somebody there that might be willing to buy. On my way out, I kind of pause for a second and then kind of turn around. Like, if I had more of this stuff, would you be able to make a suit of armor out of it?
Nah, I don't think so. That would be
okay.
that'd be too thick, too heavy, too bulky.
I kind of look at him and say, "Too heavy."
Yeah, too heavy. You would know that good plate armor is actually not that thick.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it really isn't. Especially field plate and full plate, they're actually thinner than standard plate armor. So, FYI, I do reverse the weights of the armor in the player's handbook.
Cool. Oh, um, also then I kind of think again, like, how much extra would it be for you to make them kind of ornate without hurting the actual integrity?
Uh,
Oh,
Make
they
it
would
pretty.
look. They would be pieces to marvel at. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a craftsman. He will make. I mean, they may not be affixed with symbols, but it would be fine quality workmanship. I mean, if you want some additional materials in there, like silver or gold, that would be extra. But we're not talking about plain plain shields here.
uh,
Okay. Excellent, man. That'll be fine.
All right.
So yeah, I'll go off to the wizard's tower.
All right. Do you want to sell all the pieces or just some of them?
I'll keep one as a souvenir.
Okay. Leva didn't want any.
I think I asked her.
Did you?
Yeah, I asked you if you had any spells with the Keller, because I don't know what you can do. Higgimus would not
Oh,
know what spells. He's only seen really cast magic missile and identify, I think.
no, I have no color spells like what's it called? Color.
We could always keep a chunk around for later use.
Well, like I said, I'm going to keep a chunk for as like a.
if I remember correctly,
Keep
color,
keep two chunks, one for souvenir and one for maybe later use.
Well, if you actually need it for later use, Higgimus is not going to be attached to it, so you can just give it to you. Plus, he knows about where to get some more.
Not if it's sealed off.
yeah, it's sealed up.
Yeah, you
I
haven't
know.
asked about that.
Too late. It's already been 2 days.
What's a brick wall to Higgimus?
What are
I know,
multiple brick walls that the authorities might get a little bit teed off if they find out that you're breaking them down?
Yeah. Might be a later thing.
So yes, they've been sealed off. They've been sealed off. Basically, every point along the way that could have been sealed off has been sealed off. They decided not to take any chances, and there's multiple walls.
Well, there must be at least another entrance because we haven't found the illicit down there.
I'm beginning to think that the tentacled one was actually the whatchamacallit, the deep spawn.
Yeah,
There,
Could have been.
there was also a collapsed tunnel that no one thought to ask me about down there.
Oh,
uh,
I didn't know.
All right, so you head to the Mages Guild. Unfortunately, the golem blocks your entrance. There's a golem that allows admittance.
I'll look down at it and be like, Golem, I wish to speak with or is it about the same height as me?
I think it might be taller. Let me double check.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe Aranis could talk to you. Could talk to Aranis first and see if he can get people interested in buying, because he'd be allowed in.
I could take it in. I have to go and talk to them anyway.
If
Well-
if Higgimus can't get in, then yeah, he'll probably pass this off to you. See
Well,
if you can do anything.
Leva could get you in since she's a member.
But she's just going to go there anyway.
True.
Unless she wanted the company.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the one that picked them up and carried them. You'd be the one that's selling them. And yes,
Okay.
the golem is over a head taller than you. You're looking
All
up at
right,
this
so
thing.
I look impressed. I'm like, that's rather large. Probably took a lot of material to make you. I'll speak to the golem. Yeah, I just need to maybe speak with a couple people inside. It could be the receptionist. That's fine.
It says in a low, rumbling voice, "Members only."
Yep.
Oh,
Really?
You could come and interrupt my studies.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll come back here later with somebody else.
All right.
And then when I get back after I notice Leva coming out for food in the inn, then I'll bug her then. I won't interrupt her
Well,
mage
As I-
stuff?
As
uh,
I un-
Leva is
Oh.
actually doing the research at the Mages Guild because that's where the library is.
Oh, so she's not gonna be coming. Well, she'll come back at the inn
Yeah.
every once in a while, right?
She'll come back at night to
Okay,
sleep,
yeah. Then when she comes back, I'll
and
bug her then.
she could basically get you in the next day in the morning.
yeah, I'll take you in.
Okay.
Thank you, Leva.
Basically, there's a on-premises, not a shop per se, but they do have some stores for the higher level wizards in the guild that they can extract material components and stuff like that. So you're basically taken to them, and one of them sees a almost 9 foot tall Giff coming in,
With-
and everyone knows that Giff are non-magical in nature, and he says, "Well, you're quite an unusual sight to see. What can we do for you?" There's definitely a skeptical tone to his voice.
Oh, one of my wizard friends said that, and I'll reach into my belt pouch and pull out a chunk of that rainbow shell.
Mhm.
Said that this stuff here might be useful for spell components, and I thought we're better to try to sell this stuff than the Wizards Guild.
You see a definite gleam of interest in his eye as he sees the chunk. May I take a look at it?
Sure.
He takes it. And you hand it over. To you. It's it's like a piece of shell that you picked up off the beach. You, the player, and he holds it, and immediately you see his arms drop down as he was not expecting that weight. But he doesn't drop it. It's just he was not expecting that weight.
I was gonna say you break it, you buy it.
I'm not sure that dropping it on the floor would break it. More likely, you chip the or crack the tile probably. These things are heavy and they're thick and strong.
I'll say,
Am I?
yeah. My friend Aethys said that they could be used for spell components for. Aranis said that they could be used for spell components for color spells.
He's nodding as you're speaking. He's definitely listening, but his mind is definitely divided as he's studying this thing. He places it on a table and he pulls out a small knife and he says, "Do you mind if I just little chip?"
Yeah, that should be fun.
All right. He uses his magical knife and really works at it and gets a little chip off, and it's a small chip. And he goes over to some alchemical apparatuses and dips it in some strange bubbling liquids. And after a few moments, he turns back to you. How many of these things did you say you had?
Well, I have 5, but I'm gonna keep one for safekeeping as a memento or as a item in case we need it.
You have
So
6.
4? 6. Oh, I have 5 pieces
Hmm.
that are for sale.
I think we could take each of these for, say, 50 each.
50 is a pretty good price, I think.
That sounds low.
It sounds
Huh.
low, but at the same time,
We should do it for 75 each.
I see what he's doing.
Hmm. How about 65?
Well, what about Higgimus's children?
Each. He's saying each. So you gotta remember that. That's 5 pieces for 65 each.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I
is
just
his
spent
choice,
a lot
though.
Of money. Spent a lot
Yeah,
of
no.
money.
Am I accompanying Higgimus, or did I leave him alone once he's inside?
That was up to you.
I think I would accompany him because Higgimus.
Mhm.
I heard on the grapevine that there's a spell that's rather cheap to be had in trade, maybe even. And do you think we might bargain for that one too? Would you be amenable for doing that?
65 plus the spell that you need.
For example, yes.
Would you do that? 65 each plus the spell she needs.
Oh, certainly.
She wants, not she needs.
Certainly.
No, you need it.
I want it.
Well, I think that'll do just fine. 65 each plus the spell she needs.
All right. He writes out on a slip of paper and hands it to you. Just see the receptionist. They'll get you paid.
Excellent.
And you, young lady, yes, come visit me when I'm done with my duties here, and I will let you choose a spell that you wish to learn.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, next time can I also have like a pass so I can come see you if I have some more stuff that I think might be useful for you mages instead of being blocked by your guard?
Nope.
Okay.
Members only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll have to get someone to get you in other words.
Okay, I didn't know if I could have a special supplier's pass or something.
Nope.
Just let me know, and I guide you.
But I'm a vendor.
Well, you know, stuffy and old, and they're not very flexible.
What spell did you want to get, Leva?
You were talking about the text portal.
Oh, that's the one that you wanted? Oh, sure. I mean, they'd basically be happy to just toss that into anything, so I'll let you get that and another spell.
Oh, okay.
So a first or second level spell from the player's handbook would be available.
Where's the second? Just a moment, I don't have those. Oh.
Well, you can take a look at that, and we can work on
Go
someone
on.
else, and then...
Yeah, go on with someone else. I'll check it out.
Okay. Higgimus, was there anything else that you wanted to do?
Yes, I need to. Sorry, guys, I'm monopolizing all the time here. I need to make a trip to Gnome Town.
Oh dear. There isn't a specific gnome town. They tend to mingle with some of the others. What? Oh, you wanted the
Workshop stuff.
Well, were you looking for the pole?
Yeah, let's do the poll.
You can just get that just about anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Because we decided that just the screw together pole.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about an extendable one, but if there's a screw together one.
Yeah,
I guess
that wouldn't be. That's a little bit beyond, normal workmanship. There are certainly magical items that can do that kind of thing, but
I think Old needs to roll for Higgimus to get some followers.
Also, I need to. Did the supplying of the ship come with things like the spyglass, sextant,
Nope.
and all that stuff? I need to buy that
navigation
stuff.
tool.
Yeah, I need to buy all that stuff.
yeah, the provisions
come out of
just
the
include like spare nails, spare rope for rigging, metal fittings, things like that.
Also, star
Oh,
charts.
what was that?
Star charts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I have in our group thing a leather stroll case with star charts.
There
I
was
need to be
a
clean.
star chart in there.
A star chart.
Yes,
Yeah.
just one.
I should have asked. What was his name?
Aranis?
Aramis, if he knew what the star charts were, or does it tell you?
A navigator would be able to read that. Aranis might. You could always go back and visit him, but also, I haven't decided what that's going to be used for yet.
Oh, okay. So I'll hold off on that.
Could
I
be
need
literally
to go
just a
to.
star chart. It could be literally just be the star chart from the spear that we got him from, which was that weird hammer sun spear.
I have a spell.
Well, it was also supposed to be, a potential later adventure. But the thing is that your ship isn't really. I mean, you can certainly go to another crystal sphere. The problem is that with the few crew that it can have and stuff like that, a single battle could be pretty detrimental, and your ship isn't fast enough to run away from anything. So the recommendation right now is to kind of stay close to home.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we're
have
just
a
gonna
spell.
proceed. I apologize.
I'm sorry?
I have a spell. I'd like to get protection from paralysis.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll your chance to learn, 80%, and then the number of pages if you get it.
What was that? D100, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, that spell is just a bit beyond you. The intricacies of what that entails just kind of go right over your head.
All right.
So can I learn another one, or is it gone?
No, you can learn another one.
Ah, that was such a nice spell.
Oh, you also got detect. You haven't done roll for detect portal yet either.
Oh, yeah, no, that'll be automatic. I consider that for Spelljammer. That's a universal spell, so you can just get that. Go ahead and roll. It's a second level spell, so 1d6 plus 1 for pages.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't learn the other one.
No, you get it
You learned
automatically.
detect portal. He's talking about.
She can never learn protection from paralysis. Can you say that word?
She can do spell research, and do the money and time, and that's a way to learn a spell that you failed to learn with a normal chance to learn.
Isn't that like a level up thing too that you can?
No, if you fail to learn it, then you don't get it on level up. So, detect portal is 5 pages for you.
Okay.
And you can choose a different spell if you want.
It needs some more time. That one was just perfect because of our experiences with paralysis.
Paul Braxon.
All right, so I need to go to wherever would be the best place for pick up that navigation equipment, like the sextant and all that stuff, star charts, local area.
Let's see.
That probably can come out of the crew fund too because that's for the ship.
Yeah. I could have sworn I wrote that down. Okay, well,
So, captain's opinion.
some of that is, well, there's some information in, okay, no, I found it. Where is the shop? Alright, so you can get stuff at Nautical Charts of Brawl. They'll have the material for navigation equipment. A chart of Brawl space itself will run you, no, that's ridiculous, 100 gold.
It's pretty expensive, but I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, and this will be good for Brawl space itself, short of a planet blowing up. So the stuff that's recommended is precision navigation implements, an astrolabe, and a sextant. You don't have to get it all. An astrolabe can be held off. It's even more useful in other spheres. But that will be, let's see. So the navigation equipment is actually the cheaper stuff at 400 gold. But that's a one-time purchase unless something happens to your ship.
Yeah.
So once you have it, you've got it. The sextant. The sextant will be 900 gold. You could try to get a cheaper one.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, because that's expensive for a sextant.
Will it be like less quality?
Yeah.
Ugh. No. This is a one-time purchase too, right?
Yeah. Unless something happens to it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy it.
Jesus,
ship
that's a
expense.
big chunk out of the company fund right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna help out with this though.
Okay.
Old?
Yep.
There's a spell here, Conjure Spell Component. Do you have a detailed description of it? Because this one leads to a 4/4. It's a level 1 spell.
I do. It can't conjure anything of substantial value, and it would not work in the Phlogiston. So, like, if you had
So-
something that required a 4-leaf clover, you could conjure that.
Or, but not a pearl worth 100 gold pieces.
Right. And not
Is it-
like an iron coin or a mirror.
But it
Isn't
could
there,
conjure
like,
it conjure stuff like eggs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
couldn't it?
Or
Oh,
snow.
I'm sorry?
Or snow.
Yeah.
Isn't
Because
there a variation on that for a wild mage?
I don't believe so.
Like, she gets a wild surge on it, and she, you know.
Well, she gets a wild surge on it. She gets a wild surge on it, and maybe gets a fireball.
No, what I mean is I remember I can't remember the details of this. I remember seeing like a red dragon skill, but you might summon a red dragon on depending on how the spell is interpreted. I think that was something to do with wild mages only, though.
There might be a higher level spell for that. I'm pretty
I
sure
remember
the
hearing
conjure spell
something about
component does not have anything to do with wild magic though, in and of itself. There might be a higher level wild magic spell. I'd have to go back and look at them. I'm not
Yeah,
an
I
expert on all the
remember
wild
hearing
magic
about
spells.
this is, as a utility spell, this could be quite useful.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah, it means you never have to buy spell components.
I'd like
Wow.
Conjure Spell Component. You see, I don't know any of the really rare spells anyway, so I don't even know what they're called. So.
All right. Well, the problem though is that that's in the Tome of Magic.
Yes.
So
Well,
let
in the
me decide if this guy has it. He's got it.
It's
All
a
right.
wizard.
So yeah, you can learn it.
Okay. So is that another week, or is
No,
it
no.
just-
When he's basically plopped his spell book down in front of you, and you pull out your spell book, and you can copy from it. Copying from a spell book is the easiest way to get magic. Does not require
Okay.
spell
That's
research.
why if you find spell books in a dungeon, it's really good for you.
Yep. It's also one reason why you didn't get Alpzeros' spellbook. That would have been filled with all kinds of stuff.
All sorts of crazy. Was there anything else we needed for the ship stuff?
An astrolabe, you can hold off on that because that gets up to 2,000 gold.
Do I need to roll the D1? No, I don't need to roll the D100, but I need to know which how many dice how many pages it is. Correct?
No, for conjure spell component, you need to roll D100 to learn it. Every spell except for universal spells. There you go.
Braxon wants to get some stuff for the ship when you finish with Higgimus.
Okay.
Braxon, remember we do have 3.
That's 4 pages, right?
No, if it's a
crossbows.
level 1 spell, it's just 3.
Okay.
Basically, it's
So-
1d6 plus 1 less than the spell level.
What were you saying to me, Higgimus?
We have 3 crossbows, in case that's what you're thinking. Just to let you know.
Okay, thanks.
And your crew members, you have a choice between whether you want them to come with short bows or light crossbows. I'll give you that choice. They'll be coming with their own equipment.
What's the difference between crossbows and short bows?
The big thing is light crossbows
Reloading.
don't fire as fast.
Yeah, that's one thing. But do they do more damage? I can't remember what the trade-off was.
Yeah, they do a little bit more. Light crossbows do a little bit more damage, and at short and medium range, they get armor penetration.
It's up to you guys. I'm assuming they get like short swords or something like
Yeah,
that.
they've got short swords, leather armor, and either short bows or light crossbows.
I guess we could do a mix. Like half of them has short bows.
Nope. Just because I don't want to deal with that. It's one or the other.
I would say short bows.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, would the Giff have a different weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The expert that you want to hire?
I'm guessing that all our crew will act on the same initiative roll.
Yeah. Well, and when you're, in tactical combat, everything happens on the ship's initiative anyway, even if you're close enough to get small missile fire.
Yeah.
All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to get, Higgimus?
No, I'm done monopolizing all the time.
Okay. Did you already spend your money for specialization training?
Yes.
Okay. So you can go ahead and put down your two-handed sword specialization. That gives you a +1 bonus to hit and +2 to damage. Oh my lord.
And you can hit
plus sword.
and then you can swing multiple times per turn now.
Yeah, you move up to 3 attacks every 2 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm at +5.
Higgimus is a beast.
I'm at +5 to hit and +11 to damage.
What have I done?
I'm still gonna roll those 3s and 4s all the time.
That's true. Roll 20 does include the automatic balancing factor.
Yeah, I am balanced.
All right, Braxon. I saw also that you were thinking about getting the shipwright proficiency.
Yeah, or working towards it. I'm not sure how many NWPs I've got spare.
You get one.
I think you have one at 3rd level.
Right. Yeah, because I was a bit confused at what was written down. So yeah, I was toying between working towards getting towards carpentry, upgrading carpentry into full shipwright skills, and learning signaling. So maybe I could learn a little bit for future stuff, but then learn signaling, because signaling will be useful, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, certainly if you see another ship, you can signal them and convey messages and stuff like that.
Is that the flag thing?
It can be flags, it can be lights.
Yeah, it can be just about any kind of. It would functionally, it would be all standard forms of signaling. So flags, lights, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Except for like secret ones for like the Elven Imperial Navy and all that jazz.
Braxon was also going to try to do a bit of shopping, see if there's any magic item, clothing kind of stuff that will be protective.
Alrighty.
Pretty much anything random that comes up.
Alright. Let me see. This one was already off. Alright, so you hear that Gaspar's Reclamations has... you know what? I am going to do this on here so I can roll them all at once. Let's see. Alright. Let me do a GM roll.
So people can see it.
Yeah. So many dice. All right. That is not there. Oh God. All right. So you head to Gaspar's reclamation. And he one of the shopkeepers welcomes you in. There's pretty strong guard presence here, so to put the fear of death into anyone who might consider shoplifting.
Yeah.
You look around. They've got a bunch of potions. We can go over that if you're interested in potions. Couple items that they do have. There is a large silver girdle available. Let me see. So that's not there. That's not there. There is a suit of there's a full suit of mail that is available.
So that would be better than. Well, I'd have to see what it was like compared to the chainmail.
Yeah. So there are those two things, and there is a magical spear.
A magical spear?
Yeah, all three of these items are magical.
Okay. So, Braxon says, hi, my name's Braxon. I'm from the company of the Broken Sword, and
Oh dear.
I'm just having a look to see what you've got that might help me. And these three things look quite interesting.
Oh yes,
Could
we
you
have
tell me a
many
bit
fine
about
items.
them?
Yes, this girdle. It was sold to us after an adventurer retired and then passed away. His family was not interested in it, and they needed a quick bit of coin in their purse, so to speak. It is actually a girdle of frost giant strength.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was a little bit shocked when I rolled this one up. It can be had for
You know who should get that?
It can be had for the fine deal price of only 16,000 gold pieces.
It's pretty cheap, actually.
It is pretty cheap. Do you have any idea how few experience points a girdle of giant strength is worth? I was shocked when I saw that.
Right. So
I don't think we.
I've got.
I don't even think combined we have enough money for that god.
Yeah, I don't think you guys do.
And that's cheap for it.
Well, Braxton has his whole ship he can put up for collateral.
No! No, we're not doing that. No.
And then you just watch Higgimus pick up this golem like he's nothing.
No, we're not doing that. No way.
Well, I was just thinking, this is being Braxton's thing to finally be stronger than Higgimus. You would get more use out of it than I would.
Yeah, you would. Or you know what? Who wants it? Me. You know why? Because that would increase my strength enough that I can actually get the fucking experience bonus.
I could use it too. I only have 16 strength, and I wouldn't mind getting a bonus.
Oh, the only reason why I would want it is so I could increase my bonus, so I could actually get the XP bonus.
True. So I think that only counts for your base strength, not stuff you get from magic items.
Well,
Is that
are you going to
true?
buy it, Braxton?
No, we can't hear you. I think your cord popped out or
No,
something.
that's great. I'm trying to work out how much money I've got because my money's been converted into plastic.
Check your audio cable. I think it popped out or something.
The actual money.
Yeah.
I am literally only 100 off.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
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 Better.
Sorry, I think I disappeared. Yeah, all my money seems to have been converted into platinum pieces. And
Multiply it by 5.
multiply it by 5. Right.
Yeah,
So
I have
how much was it again?
16,000.
16,000. So I don't think Braxton can afford it.
I
No, I don't
literally,
think so either.
I just looking at my money right now, and converting the 100 platinum pieces and the 1,000 gold pieces I have, I'm literally like 55 gold pieces short.
No, you're not.
There's no way.
I said 16,000, not 1,600.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
never mind. Never
okay,
mind.
So I say this looks great. It seems. I think it's a bit above my price range. If it's still here when I've got some more money, I'd be very interested in it. But I can imagine you'd probably sell it before then. What about these other two items? The spear looks quite impressive.
Oh yes, the spear. I believe it actually came from the same adventurers family. This can be yours for only 9,000 gold pieces.
Hell, I still don't think we have enough money for even that.
Yeah.
No.
What does
What's
that do?
it?
I'd suggest we wait until we see whether our pouch actually works.
It's
Does that? So go on.
as far as I know, it has no additional special powers.
Okay. It looks very nice though.
Oh, it is a fine piece of work. Elven, I believe.
Right. Yeah, it's very, very pretty.
And the armor.
And the armor, yeah.
Here for.
This armor came from, I believe it was taken from a pirate who was recently slain. This one can be yours for 3,600 gold pieces. Note, I said
Okay.
3,600, not 36,000.
100.
Yeah.
What does it do?
It is just minor protection.
Yeah. That's very
So
impressive.
it's
Amazing
basically
how-
+1.
How we're getting how you have all this stuff here, we can't afford any of it.
Have you? I was actually looking for some smaller items, like sort of a magic hat or a cloak or anything like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, we
Ti-
don't have any of those in stock right now. We do
Right.
have
Potions.
some potions and oils if you'd be interested.
Potions and oils
I
are
might be. What have you got over there?
All right, let me run through them. Since I don't believe anyone said that they were purchasing the potion of healing earlier, this is still available. For
Yeah.
200 gold. There is oil of slipperiness for 800 gold. A potion of polymorph self for 400 gold. A potion of superheroism for 900 gold. An
Superheroism?
an elixir of youth for 1,000 gold.
Wait, superheroism? What does that do?
It functionally boosts a warrior's level for a few rounds.
Holy fuck!
Give it to Higgimus.
A potion of climbing for 600. Potion of clairaudience for 500. A filter of persuasiveness for 400. And oil of disenchantment for 1,500.
Oil of
So
Giff.
all really good stuff.
And all
Oh.
really expensive.
Yeah. They're all
Potion of
very
healing
expensive.
is really your best bet if you're going to get a potion.
I was kind of hoping for a magic hat.
Well,
I
like
just
a hat
thought-
of disguise.
Not necessarily, you know. I just thought maybe some cool item would come up. Braxon can come back later. Thank you very much for showing me everything in your shop.
Oh, certainly. If you decide to purchase any of them, please do come back.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many times this guy has to deal with adventurers going by to just take a look at his stuff and then looking at all the press so they can't buy any of it.
I also hear you're always on the lookout for stuff.
Oh, indeed.
So if I find anything that's not useful for me, I'll consider selling it on to you.
Yeah, I'll point out that trading a magic item is a good way to reduce the cost of something that's currently in stock. As a
Yeah.
side note, anytime you come back in here, well, basically every game session, I'm going to re-randomize the stuff if there's a chance that we'd be visiting the shop, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, that's
Just
cool. I figure things. I figure things go in and out all the time.
How much is the health potion? 200?
Yep.
Nobody else
Right.
is grabbing it?
No, Braxton's not grabbing it. That was a
I'll grab it.
special super healing thing, wasn't it?
No, this was just a potion of healing.
Okay.
Standard potion of healing. That's why I'm buying it.
Right. Okay. So the other thing Braxton wants to look into, and
Well,
maybe he should go to.
There is another shop, Gamelon's Curios.
Okay.
How much is It's 1d8, right?
And it's 200 gold. So go ahead and
Yeah,
deduct
I
that.
already did the price. I just was adding it to my character sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
Gamelon's Curios tends to focus on items of specific interest to Spelljammers. So he will always have Sails of Maneuverability, Rings of Enhancement, and Boots of Star Striding in stock, as well as some other things like Anchors of Stain. It had come up earlier.
Boots of Star Striding
Yeah.
sounds fun.
Those are 3,000 gold pieces. We had talked in between episodes about a Lantern of Continual Light, and you can get that
Yes.
from him for 300.
Yes.
But we have a scroll already have a scroll with continual light on it. Just saying. We could make our own Lantern of Continual Light.
Yeah, Braxon wanted to get. So would that be one with shutters on?
Yeah, it would be functionally a
Bullseye?
Yeah, bullseye lantern.
Bullseye lantern. Right.
I mean, I don't know if Braxon would realize that there's a scroll of continual light available in the party.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. He didn't know. The other thing Braxton would like to ask about, and he might go to Eramis first and then come back, is I was thinking we've got rooms in our ship, and it would be nice to get continual light put on some things that could be hung on the wall in the various compartments, so we don't have flames in the ship. And I thought it might be fun if we could get some sort of craftsman, and Braxton can do a bit of woodwork, to get some of those rubbish broken swords we got and make little broken swords to hang up in every room.
That's
Well,
awesome.
it might be worth waiting until your wizard can do continual light, or your priest. I'm not sure if your priest can do continual light eventually, but just because then they would have that available. But you can definitely consider that.
Yeah, I can. Sunday
I think he'll pop over to Eramis and ask if Eramis could do that, if he could get them made.
Aranos would tell you that you could get them made, but he's a little bit too busy for that work right now, especially with having to set time aside to help you guys out with identification.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then maybe he can make some little broken swords to hang up in the rooms and get the continual light put on the metal bit later.
Oh God!
Sure. I mean, yeah, you could definitely do that.
That's brilliant.
If that's something that you want to do, yeah, you can do that.
You could get the continual light on the pommel only too. Just to
Well, I was thinking of like the handle bit rather than get rid of the sharp bit at the end that would stab people if it fell off the wall. How much would it cost to actually get someone to cast continual light?
Oh, basically the 300 gold that the lantern costs. Which is why it's much better to just wait until one of your wizards can do it.
Yeah, but I thought Braxon could sneak them on the ship and not tell anyone.
Well, sure. I mean, if he wants to get a few of those, it'd be 300 each.
Yeah. How many rooms have we got? Oh, no, it'd be quite a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What level is continual light, anyways?
It's pretty low level. Second or third, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking it sounds like a third level spell.
Braxon?
I know light is a first level spell, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
What you can do, Braxon, is you can have one made for the common room area.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then one made for the helm room.
Yeah.
So that's 600 gold pieces right there.
Well, if he wants to do like little stuff like that,
Yeah, if you want,
Yeah.
it's his money.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to do that, you can definitely do that. 300 each.
I'll go for.
Did you also want the lantern?
Yeah, I'll go for the bullseye lantern, and I'll get I'll get some of these made up. How much would it cost to get the actual things made up?
I would just roll that into the 300.
Okay, because I was going to say I'd like to get duff ones made up for the other rooms.
Oh, how many swords do you have that you want to use for this?
How many rusty swords are there in the?
I can't remember how many rusty swords there were. Hang on.
There was no number given. There was just a bunch of rusty swords.
Hang on.
We can say at least 10.
I don't know. It seems a little bit high.
Okay,
Didn't they
5.
all melt?
Well, some things did melt, but I don't know if those were the same ones that you're talking about.
Those would have been on Higgimus if they were.
And then they would have been fine.
Hang on.
Well, no, I mean you found some rusty weapons up in the place with the ghouls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what? How about Braxon get some wood and makes like little wooden swords
That are broken.
Yeah, so just like the hilt with a thing, so it looks like it's broken, but it's not really got any sharp edges.
Yeah, and painted and everything like that.
And then paints them, yeah.
I would probably say that you could commission those for 10 gold pieces each.
Okay.
So however many you want, times 10.
Yeah. How many other rooms we got? I didn't see the plans.
Let's pop you guys over there for a second.
Right. So you said you'd roll that into the cost for the two big ones.
Yeah.
So
And then we've
we
got
the helm. So that's
we
1,
got-
2.
Yeah, no, those
he
are
can count it.
those are thrown in. 1,
That'd be
2,
70.
3, 4. So there's three bedrooms
Yeah.
and the cargo storage, and then there's the underfloor storage.
The end of
3,
floor
4.
storage doesn't need a light.
6.
That doesn't need a light, yeah. 1, 2,
7
3.
if you call out the tail storage.
No,
you don't need one in there.
7
You don't.
is-
You really don't need one in there.
7 if you
Yeah, I
count,
don't need them
count
in
the
storage.
helm. You gotta
6.
count the helm.
No, the
The
helm's getting it.
hallway.
The helm and the dining room are getting a hero one that's 300 gold piece each. So the other ones are getting a broken sword in there.
Okay, so.
So that's going to be 3. Oh, and the corridor.
Yeah, the corridor.
So
2
4.
minus 7. That's 5.
So no, that'd just be. I'll have one at each end of the corridor. So 5 dark ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let Braxon figure it out.
Yeah.
He's the one who wants to buy these, so he can decide where he wants them.
Yeah, so that's going to be 5 broken non-lights times 5, and that's 50 gold pieces. Right, I'll work out the money later. Okay.
And did you already deduct your cost for getting your training, which is signaling or shipwright?
No.
All right, that'll be 100 gold.
Well, I can't do shipwright and do signaling, can I?
It's one or the other.
So I'll do the signaling then.
Okay.
But I'll sort of do some work on the ship's carpentry, so I can be, in a role-playing point of view, getting towards doing that in the future.
Okay. So your lantern of continual light will be fantastic for signaling. and I would say that a full set of signaling flags that would just be kept in a chest would probably run about, I'd say 10 gold. You know,
I think that the signaling flag should be taken out of the group thing.
that's
well, we
reasonable.
could do. Yeah.
That's good.
Jesus, we're already down to like 600 gold pieces in the
Yeah.
group
So
thing.
how much does it cost Braxon to learn how to do signaling?
Just 100 gold.
pieces.
100 gold pieces. That's pretty reasonable. And do we need red and white lamps to go on the edges of the ship?
Running lamps aren't really a thing in Spelljammer.
Okay, cool. Then Braxton didn't even think that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that organized.
Yeah. So the lamp that Braxton's getting, is it done so that you can shutter it?
Yeah, it's
So-
a bullseye lantern.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and the last thing that Braxton was looking at was I know we're gonna get people that do arrow stuff, but he was gonna look into mounting some points that crossbows fit on
For
And-
the front deck.
for the main deck. So I'm not 100% sure as to what way to go about this. It would either be making bespoke catapults, not catapults, bespoke crossbows that fit in, or some sort of clip that a standard crossbow fits into.
Yeah, that would probably be best. A fitting to mount it into.
Yeah.
Um,
So, how many would it be reasonable to fit on there?
well, are you talking about the forward deck, the forward open deck above? Yeah. Right
Yeah, that one.
there. I would say that you could get 3, one for kind of the forward arc, and then one on each side.
Okay.
So that you're probably looking at 20 gold pieces each.
Right.
And you've got the 3 crossbows already if you want to use those light crossbows that you got.
Yeah. Okay. So, can Braxton make those? I'll still pay the money.
It would be half price then
Yeah.
to make it.
I'll still pay the money. I'm looking at learning how to make stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got
3.
10 gold pieces instead of 20 to make them yourself. And you will want to get
So 30 gold pieces in total.
and it's 5 gold pieces for 12 light quarrels, so you'll probably want to get a couple either one or multiple quarrel cases to
Oh,
put
good
near
call.
them.
Good call. Yeah. 3.
You'd basically be looking at you rather than a bolt case that would that you would wear, which makes them easy to draw out. A more like a chest or container that would be closable would be best.
Yeah.
Because
So I'm thinking something lockable, so that if the ship has sort of maneuvers, that they don't all fly overboard.
right, or latchable rather than lockable.
Latchable. Yeah, latchable.
So I would say that could be 2 gold pieces for each one that you want.
So 6 gold pieces in total.
Yeah, if you want 3.
Yeah, well, if we're going to have 3 crossbows, then we'll put them within reach.
Yeah. And then it's 5 gold pieces per 12 bolts that you want. And you can just decide however many you want. You can decide that in between episodes or something like that if you want.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, it's not that terribly important.
Yeah.
All right. Is that about all that you want to get taken care of?
Yeah. And the only other thing would be if there's any dead time where other people are learning things. Braxon would like to be making stuff on ships, if you can.
So you wanna do part-time carpentry kind of thing?
Maybe on our ship.
Well, it would probably just
or
be
for other people.
you go down and you get like an evening or night job.
I know. Braxon could work for any other people with ships to hear if they've got any, and also pick up any information that people have got on piracy attacks and all that sort of stuff, and work going, but also earn a bit of money.
Well, yeah, the best thing is to just kind of like work part-time as a carpenter down at the the dockyards after your signaling training.
Do that then.
So you could get about 4 silver pieces per day.
You're also forgetting that it takes 2 weeks to learn signaling.
Right, but he's basically that's like 8 hours a day, and then he wants to spend another 4 hours a day doing carpentry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And studying ship design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get 4 silver pieces per day of doing that, and just make a note of that, and then when I tell you guys how many days have passed.
Yeah.
But yeah, another question is, do you need a special skill to make ballista bolts, or would the fletching one work?
I would say that you would need weaponsmithing. I mean, yeah, weaponsmithing, because
I have weaponsmithing too. I was just wondering.
Well, there you go. Because they're functionally spears. I mean, you know, they're not spears, but in terms of size, shape, and materials, it would be making spears.
Braxton's got bow of Fletcher. Can he make crossbow?
Yeah.
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 I have that one too. Oh well, it's too late to change that.
Could he make ballista bolts, or are they?
No, that
big
would
for
be weaponsmithing.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I was asking about.
Okay. Sorry.
That's good.
Okay. I think we're getting near your break time, aren't we?
Yes, we are at our break time, so we'll go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll see if anyone else has things that they want to get done. So, it'll be about 10 minutes, and so we'll be back at about a little bit past 2:20 my time, 20 past.